Lay it down, click that map. We're rolling now with this and that. Steel lines cutting through the green, tiny town waking in the steam. Every stop, another scheme. Stack those crates, chase that dream. Lay the tracks, watch the cargo stack. Every little route we plan, we're never turning back. From the mine to the mill to the depot dock. This and that on the line, hear the platform talk. Lay the tracks, yeah, we're right on time. Every curve, every turn, every crossing sign. Hooked on the route, can't sleep, can't slack. This and that on the rails, bring the goods on track. Hey! Hey! Zoom in, follow that slow freight crawl. Detour around the mountain wall. Tiny lights in a paper town. Route so clean, never breaking down. Lay the tracks, watch the cargo stack. Every little route we plan, we're never turning back. From the mine to the mill to the depot dock. This and that on the line, hear the platform talk. Lay the tracks, yeah, we're right on time. Every curve, every turn, every crossing sign. Hooked on the route, can't sleep, can't slack. This and that on the rails, on the rails.
All right. So this is going to be a what to do to start your game. First thing you do is you go in here, single player, multiplayer. You're going to pick which map you want to use. These maps here are smaller, 16 kilometers square. These are the bigger maps. The bigger maps are a little bit easier, so that's probably what you want to choose. But we're going to go to Aurora Falls. You can get the map, all the tracks pre-laid, but in my opinion, it kind of ruins the fun of the game. Let's see. I'm going to leave the game settings alone. And when you start, they're going to put you in here and you got to select an engine now. This engine's small, and as a beginner, it's a good engine, but it does have its limits. This engine here, while it looks nice, it's kind of weak. And according to the old interweb, this engine, they only made 2 of them because they had so little torque that they really weren't good for doing much. On the Shay, I'm going to pick this one because it's high torque and it's a good size engine. And it's raining. I'm going to leave the weather on. I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to leave it on. First thing you want to do is these are log cars. So you got to go on the map and find the logging facility. Oh, yeah, Little Eggs. So we got to get up there. Now these lines are like on a regular topograph map are altitude changes. So we're here and we need to get up here. So I'm going to try to take the track and go areas. What do I, it's fatter. I think when it gets fatter it means there's a quick altitude change. I'm going to try to come right across here, up into here, and then up to the logging camp. Let's see, there's a sawmill. Sawmill's right here. So you got to go from the logging camp to the sawmill. And then once you get the sawmill done, the best place to go is the iron ore mine. Because as you can see, it uses planks and beams, which is what comes out of the sawmill. So you get up there and you'll fill it up. It makes iron ore and you get paid money, which is the goal. Or you could just take it right back here to the depot and sell it until you have more money, which is a good way to start. And you can buy cars, engines. They start you out with money. $2,000. Let's get some cars so we can move more logs. How much? $200. So you could get 10 of those, but the engine, I don't know how powerful that engine is. So we'll get 4. Customize them. Give them a name. What do we got? Logs. Logs are pipes. So we'll just put L and P. L and P. Logs of pipes. Oh, let's paint it. Go green. What the hell? 4. Hit your wheel on your mouse and you can select. Now that destroys stuff, so you don't want to click on that. That's cutting down trees and removing rocks. That's moving your cars. So you go down and click, select with the left mouse button. Put it down with the left mouse button. And hit the right mouse button to unselect that item. And now we gotta put in some tracks so we can get the cars. I've learned over time when you're putting down track, you want to go with fairly long runs, you know, kind of like that. Well, turn and see. Fairly long runs. Because if you don't, you get all kinds of problems where the track's going up and down, or a real quick turn like left or right or something like that, and it just causes derails. Now the only problem with this game is you can only put down switches facing one direction away from you. So when you put down a switch, G, the switch is always facing away from you. Now I just put that track down so I can see. And move it aside and put the switch down. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to delete this because it's put a little track in right here. Watch, I'll put it to show you. You can see they're not lined up. So if you try to put a track in here between these two, get that little link sign to hook them up. You see, get this goofy little jog to the track, and it doesn't seem like much, but when you come through there at 20 miles an hour, it can cause problems. And they're not always that subtle. Sometimes it's a turn and an elevation change, and it's just a pain in the butt. Makes your cars get unsettled. So you want to try to make them a fair distance. Green, get the link simple, boom. All right, let's go ahead and connect this so we can get to our log cars. For some reason this doesn't, oh, there it is. Now let's see, we're here facing that way. We want to go up here and we want to connect to this. So I'm going to go over here and start right there, because it's easier to run your track back to where you're at, where you're already at. Okay, so I'm going to fly over there. Yeah, see, it's a little bit bumpy over here. Maybe I'll go up this little going right here. Nope. That's why you want to look before you go. Where I'm in the total, let's see, in the complete wrong area. Where am I at? Right there. Oh yeah, I'm way off. Let's go over here. And log camp's up here. As you can see, it's kind of steep getting up here. Where is it? There it is. Since they already had the tracks over there, I'm going to show you how to load tracks next to a platform. It's fairly easy. Well, came right up. See, go out a little bit, gives you a link symbol, and it will automatically line these tracks up. So there's another link, but we gotta get both these platforms. Now giving me a link over here. Oh, because there's nothing to load on that platform. Alright, so you can just move away from that. But I'll just keep going right alongside it. I'll use the dirt to determine how far away I am. So let's say straight. And we'll just leave that like that. Then the saw, you come down, go like this, and you'll see it gets bigger. That's when you're connected. Well, throw that rock out. Okay, here's the other platform. Wow, that's kind of far away. There, now you get your loading platform for the cranes. It's not really important that they be exact in that area, but the link makes it easier to get it right where it needs to be. Now we're gonna have plenty of area up here to do a turnaround. All right, now I'm gonna fly back down to where we want to get to. This is over here somewhere. All right, I want to go up right across here. Stop flying. All right, so this isn't so bad. It is a little bit of a hump, but if you go up, looks like if you come up right through here, it'd be a nice gentle hill to climb. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go right across here. Right, split right through those trees right now. I can go right through there too. No, what we said, we're gonna go right through here. I'm gonna select our track. It's a little bit of an elevation change, so we're gonna go with the 5 meter, which means you can go up and down 5 meters, I believe. This is 1 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter. That's a decent little run there. Usually go a little bit longer, but some of these areas I put in shorter runs in case I want to put in a switch later. And we're going to turn this way. I'm going to end up taking out a tree or two. And you can cut the trees down right away, or you can wait until you're done in case you want to change something. I'd wait until you're done. In case you want to change something, you're not cutting down a bunch of trees because you can't put them back unless you get the extra add-ons, which ain't bad. This game's like $30 and the add-ons are like another $8. All right, we're gonna run along here, but I know I'm going to want to attach that, so I'm going to put in some more shorter runs. Actually, I know I'm going to want to attach that, so I'm going to go ahead and put switches in now. Go a little further away so that when it attaches the switch, it's not getting all wonky on me. Not a lot of elevation change, so we'll go with the 1. And all you gotta do is go up to it. Green track, link. I don't want to go that way. Actually, we're going to go ahead and change this. Since we're going to have to cut down trees anyways, we'll go ahead and head straight for that switch. It's a process. You're gonna put stuff down, delete it, put it down, delete it. Okay, now this track I'm going to do fairly long. We'll check the map and see where we're. So you check the map, you see you're right there, but you don't want to try to go directly to it because then you get a sharp turn. So you're going to kind of just want to go out this way a little bit and then turn in. But you know, you probably end up changing it in the future, so. I've put down and tore up so many tracks. Ain't even funny. But I see there's a dip right here, so I'm going to head that way. I'm going to try to go around these trees so we're not tearing them down. Cutting them down. Anytime you see the tracks turn red, that means you can't lay tracks like that. Let's see. Usually means they've dipped underground or something that's obscuring your run. Let's go right past this little tree. Alright, so there's a depot we want to go to. So click on here. Sometimes this thing gets difficult when you try to make a turn. And if you can, you want to try to make a turn in one bit. Otherwise, you could get a sudden direction change in the track, and it'll cause you to get derails. What I mean by direction changes, sometimes the track will be laid down, then you go to the next one and it just kind of makes a real abrupt turn, and that makes the cars jerk in the turn. We're just going to lay it like that. That looks good. And then we'll go on to here. There was a hump there. Is that going to put my track underground? Let's go ahead and try to do that so I can show you that. It didn't do it. Let's find a crazy altitude change and I'll put some track down. Show you what you don't want to do. Alright. Sometimes you can go like this. Yeah, it's doing it. I think. Yeah, here it is. And see, if you get some track goes down like this, this will slow your train down, but it could derail it, and most likely will. You don't want your train, you don't want the wood railroad ties to go under the dirt or grass like this, because that will cause a lot of problems. You always want the railroad ties to be showing above ground. Right there, they do give you an aid for putting down your track, so you know what the angle is, and that's these little things sitting on tripods. So you put one down, and then it'll get in the next one, it'll give me an arrow. And it gives you a degree. Now, a positive means from that tripod to this one, it's going up 0.9%. You go up here, that's giving you a negative. So to that other one, it's going down 1.4% from here. So it's a downhill to the other one you laid to this one, and it's 1.3% grade. Generally, I try to stay under 3, but you can go, you know, with some of the bigger engines, you can go much higher grade. Oh, gotta select all. There we go. Change that by hitting the letter T. Okay. Wait a minute. And I put the switch to there. Now that'll put it this way. I usually I make a break in the track right where I go through any trees, because it just makes me easier. It just makes it easier for me to remember where the breaks are. If I want to delete something, and look down on the things down at the bottom. I'm not sure what the two to the left are, but I know the third one from the left, it tells you the angle your track is either going up or down. So right now we're at 2.4%. I generally like to keep it right around 2.8. And we're going on the ground, so we got to back off a little bit and lay down some track. Because there's a hump in the ground. Let's go back and check it. We're good. Stayed above ground. Now I can see ahead of me there's a dip in the ground, so right now I'm at 3.8%. 3.9%. So maybe I'll go this way. Now you don't want to make your turns too tight, because you'll have derail problems. And so here's 2.7%. So I think what I'm going to want to do is delete this track. Like I said before, you'll be putting them down and deleting them again quite a bit. And we'll go this way. Try to take it up so I'm on altitude. Alright, now I can see there's a valley over here, so I might go that way. Kind of take it this way. I'm going to go sharp up, so I'll have to turn. Go this way and then turn this way. Go back this way. Somewhere. Come on here. Alright, I'm not sure which way to go, so I'm going to start up here. Come down. Then we got to connect the other side. Oh, 5 meter. Let's see. The other side is cordwood. I'll be using more logs, so I'm going to make this the main line. I'll go right past that tree. Putting the track, I'm putting the switch down. Alright, the left hand switch. Hit the A key, bring it sideways. Looks like it's pretty much in line. So we'll go ahead and connect this up. And then we'll get this side. Now I just like, whenever I connect one of these, I just like to do a loop in the back. Back here. Go out, do a loop, come back. That way whenever you come in with your train, you can load it up, go around the loop, come back to the original, connect back to the original track, and you're facing the, you know, your engines are going in the right direction. You're not backing up all the way somewhere. You're still going forward. If you started forward, if you started backing up, you're going to still be going back, or you can just back out and you'll be going forward. But the loop changes, turns your train around. Now I know I gotta go. I know I want to be going to the left when I come down here because we've seen the hill. So I want to go down to the left, turn around, and come back the other way. So I'm going to continue off this way. Miss the trees. And we are going downhill already because you can see the numbers are a negative. I think I'm going to head this way. That opening in the trees. Right here. Yeah. I'm going to go this way because I might just go over there. Looks like it goes into a lower. Alright, so I gotta go through the rock field. So I'm gonna head straight for that field of rocks. Because there seems to be a bit of a valley there. Where the rocks go there. Then we'll turn to the left from here. Mushroom. I'm gonna head down this way. That is a steep downhill, so we'll go more this way. Keep it reasonable, 2.9 sounds good. Let's go check, make sure we haven't gone underground anywhere. not. This seems to be heading a little bit uphill. So, get rid of that. That goes downhill steep, so I'm going to go a little more that way. A little more to the right before we turn. Then we'll head this way. Running underground. Now we need to go closer over that way. Which you can't. So we're going to head that way. This is where the tripods would come in handy, but I don't get too technical. We're going to head over this way, like we did originally. Try to stay a little higher over at 1.8, 1.5. Seem to be a little bit of a ridge over here, maybe right on top of it. Where those trees are at. Steep. There we go. 2.7. 1.2. Go back up here a little bit. Overall, let's see, 2.7. That's good. Got to cut some trees down. Let's go through here. Oh, what happened? See, it turned red like that and dipped down as we were going on the ground. So go to right here. Stay above ground. We did. And we're gonna head straight across here. Tracks are down here somewhere. Oh dear. So we'll have to delete those. And run this way. Delete that. And we'll run track back to where we were just deleted from. It's over by them trees. And if you can't see the track, don't worry about it. As long as the track's green and you can get the link, it will figure it out and connect it. And it will not give me the green, so what we'll do is stop. Go that way. And go the opposite direction. But we can see that the track's facing that way, so we're gonna go to like right here. It's not a long run, but it's not a real short one either. Then we'll run from there to here. We're gonna do, it's not a big deal about doing a long run because probably not gonna put any switches in here anyway. See, now I got the link. Now it's doing that big hump thing because it's probably on a tree. But as long as you got that link, it'll figure it out and put it over here like that. No, it wasn't a tree. Just being goofy, guess. Now, kind of like to do it with as few turns as possible. So I'm probably going to erase this. Matter of fact, I am. And I'm going to redo it. Take it further that way. I'll do it quick so as not to get too boring here. And make sure we're not running underground and there's grass over the track. We're good. It does get a little bit close, but there's no green in the track, so it's all good. Now, usually I like to not have any trees in the dirt whatsoever. It's just a me thing. But we'll go start back up here, run down, delete all the trees. Oh, cut all the trees. These things you can remove too, if they're in your track. And like that, the image will stay there, but it won't be on your train. If you leave it there, it will delete your train. Well, not delete your train, but derail. If it's in the track. These little trees will derail your train if they're in the track. Sometimes they're hard to get. If they're in here, they'll stop your train dead cold and derail it. That turns tighter than I like to have in the track. But that doesn't become important until you get the trains really moving. Now you don't have to cut down trees that are this close or in the dirt. As long as they're not touching the railroad ties, you're good. See, this one's touching the railroad ties, so that'll take your train, derail it. I like to cut these down simply because it makes it easier to see when you're in the train. Where's in there? I thought that switch was a tree. Alright, that track is done. All these cars will have the brakes set. Oh, let's slow down. When you first get the train, usually you gotta put fire in it. It's already got fire going. We'll stoke it a little. The left mouse button picks up the wood, the right mouse button throws it. Hit F for simplicity. You can run the train inside if you want, but see, the regulator, the reverser. Brake is set. That's easier than that. Wow. This is the world's slowest train. Okay, there's the downfall of this train. It's slow. 5 miles an hour. Well, the good thing is, you're not going to derail from going too fast. Notice you're going downhill. And now you can click on the map. You highlight switches. You can zoom in on the map. And you can do the switches from there, which is a lot easier than jumping out, going back in, jumping out, and back in. Oops. Oh God, this thing's slow. Okay, so the bitty engine with the loop goes harder messed up. You're going to see what the engine. It's faster than this, twice as fast as this. How about this thing with 20 numbers? Brakes are all set. I usually go through and undo all these brakes, except for the last car. couple. Let's hit the brake. So I'm going to send that last car off the track. Anything over here we need to go to? Not right away, so we're just doing logging, sawmill. We're up to the logging. Yeah, that's how you put down tracks and not have a track you can't use. And that'll be the end of this video, so.
Chat going wild over this and that. Spam in the box, I can't read that fast. Inside jokes flying, I just laugh. Screenshot the screen, gotta make that last. This and that, we did all of that. From the fails to the wins, can you feel us snap? If you stay to the end, you're my favorite chap. Hit the follow with the heart, we'll be right back. This and that, yeah, we did all of that. One more game, but my eyes say sleep. Timer on 0 and I still dive deep. You draw one more and I'm like, relax, save it for tomorrow, we'll be right back. This and that, we did all of that. From the laughs to the rinse, every dumb little step. If you stay to the end, you're my favorite chat. Hit the follow with the heart, we'll be right back. This and that, we did all of that. This and that, yeah. That's a stream tonight. Close all the tabs, fade out the lights. Same time, same place, you know the track. This and that, till then I'll be right back.